Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester United 2. Tottenham Hotspur come back from 2 goals down at home to the Reds to grab a point in the Premier League. And look, my thoughts and opinions on it. First half, shocking, poor, toxic, very, very similar to a lot of the performances we've seen at home this season from Spurs. And the second half was much, much better. The second half was much more positive. The second half was much better. The second half, we actually had something to cheer about in that Tottenham Hotspur came back from 2 goals down. And look, was it a massive response to Sunday? No. No, it wasn't, because we didn't go on and take all 3 points. But was it better than Sunday? Yes. Was it progress and improvement from Sunday? Yes. And it's something to be happy about, in my opinion. It's a result to be happy about. I've consistently said on videos on this channel, I don't really care where we finish this season. We got top 4 last season. I thought we were going to kick on from it. We didn't. For me, I don't really care if we finish 4th. I don't really care if we finish 7th, 8th, 10th. I just want to see my team in the rest of the games we have this season at least show a little bit of fight, at least contend a little bit. And they did tonight. They did tonight, Spurs, in that second half. The first half, very, very poor. I mean, we had our chances in that first half, especially, before Man United had that second goal. It was a brilliant goal from Rashford. Absolutely horrendous defending from Moonhead himself, Eric Diarrhea. And look, first goal, simple finish for Sancho. Nice goal, to be fair. There's not much we can do about that. But it was just slow. It was sloppy from Spurs again in the first half. And the second goal comes from us at one end. Perisic having a chance where we could have played it across to Son and it could have been 1-1, yet he didn't. It's saved and Man United find themselves on the other end. Rashford slows it down. We finally think that Dyer has a chance of defending it. Speeds it up again and Dyer didn't know what planet he was on. 2-0, and I looked at that as game over. I did look at that as game over. And at half time, and we'll talk about the in out stuff in a minute because we are going to get onto that, but at half time I said, I either want us to get panned here, absolutely battered, so there's more and more people waking up to the issue at Spurs, that's the ownership, more people protesting at the next game, more people boycotting games like I've done. Or I'd like to see Tottenham Hotspur come back. I'd like to see Tottenham Hotspur show a bit of fight. I'd like to see Spurs get something out of this game. And Spurs did get something out of this game. They did show a little bit of fight. Second half, the first goal, brilliant finish from Pedro Porro. They checked it, I believe, for Richarlison interfering play. That's a load of bollocks. Richarlison got pushed over anyway, but it's a brilliant finish from Pedro Porro. And the second goal, he scuffs the shot again, son. He scuffs the shot again, but brilliant pass from Kane makes it almost impossible to miss. And look, we take that point. It's much better than what we've witnessed, in a lot of games this season. And much better than what we witnessed on Sunday. That absolute capitulation of Spurs. And we didn't see that tonight. We didn't see us conceding a last minute winner. I think both teams as well, based on the run of play, could make an argument for why they could have won it. Man United, right after we scored the goal to make it 2-1, Bruno Fernandes had that cracking chance to make it 3-1, hit the bar, and Wan-Bissaka's shot was saved by Forster. And then we could make an argument that we should have won it. If Eric Dyer heads in that equaliser 10 minutes earlier than Kane puts in that ball for Son to finish, then maybe it's a different game. Maybe we catch them out on the counter-attack and win it at the end. You don't know. And, he was the worst player on the pitch for us tonight, Eric Dyer. And genuinely, I don't understand why these owners are looking at giving this guy a contract extension. He's absolutely horrific. And he showed it again tonight. Defensively, he's bad. Going forward, he's bad. I mean, he doesn't even have to be good going forward. He's got a free header directly in front of goal. And he heads it sideways. It's harder to miss. All you've got to do is head it directly in front of you. And the geezer heads it wide. I mean, the guy's diabolical, quite literally. No pun intended there, but yeah, just pathetic from him tonight. Positive performances. I'm going to highlight Harry Kane. Although he didn't score that assist for the Son goal, it was a perfect pass. It reminded me of the World Cup when he played that perfect ball across to to Sterling, I believe, against Iran. You know, he played a lot of those balls in the World Cup. He played a lot of those balls at the beginning of the season, and especially last season. And we haven't seen it for a little while, and that was an excellent pass there, an excellent performance from him, really making things happen. He was back to his perfect best. Whilst recently he has been scoring, we haven't really seen that sort of quarterback play we associate him with. You know, sort of dropping a little bit deeper and playing those long balls forward, side to side. And he did that today. He did do that today very, very well. And look, I've given my thoughts on the game. I think a point's an okay result. Like I say, I don't really care where we finish towards the end of this season. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I just want to get on with next season when we have a new manager and you know, simulate the end of this season, even if we have a few good moments and a few good wins. Hopefully that new manager, although we got it right tonight, isn't Ryan Mason. But look, let's talk about the ENIC out protest beforehand. And the numbers increased today. The numbers did increase today. There were more people that went. A lot of coverage on Talk Sport as well. Big up to Brian Daigle and Bob Spur TV, two really good pals of mine on this platform. We did get interviews with Talk Sport. And look, you know, whilst the numbers are increasing, I don't get how they haven't increased more. The amount of people, right, who went to that game tonight, who were singing Levy Out in the stadium, because there was a couple of points in the stadium where Levy Out and ENIC out was being belted out by the entire ground, yet barely any of those, or like about 10% of the people who were singing Levy and ENIC out in the stadium were actually protesting, or actually boycott games, or take action against this ownership, you know. So look, I thought in the ground it was better today, the toxic atmosphere, but it confused me a little bit. It did confuse me a little bit. It was more toxic when we were 1-0 down than when we were 2-0 down. And obviously that toxicity disappeared in the second half. And that's something we need to work on, in my opinion. We need to get it to a point like Manchester United have it now, where even when they're flying, they're singing Joel Glazer's going to die and you know, Glazer's out. And whilst I don't want Daniel Levy to die, you don't wish death upon anyone. You can see my point. You want it to be constant. You want those protests to be constant. And maybe tonight a loss would have increased the protest. Maybe tonight a loss in the long run was a better result. But I'm chuffed that we got a point. I'm chuffed I don't have to go in tomorrow embarrassed about the performance my team's put in tonight. And look, it was much better. Like I say, does it forgive this season, or does it make up for this season or Sunday? No, not at all. Is it a win that we completely forgive the players? No, not at all. But it's better. It is better tonight from Tottenham Hotspur. But look, like I say, ENIC out, Levy out chance, they were increased tonight in the stadium. They were increased tonight in the stadium, and it was a much better performance. Big up to everyone who did the Levy and ENIC out chance, who bought the banners, who bought the black balloons, which got coverage on BT Sport and Talk Sport. But look, I'd say it's quite a positive night. Game of two halves. First half horrific, pygmy hippo shit. Second half much, much better. Not pygmy hippo shit. So, look, those are my thoughts and opinions on the game and result. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. Have a fantastic Friday tomorrow. And as always, come on you Spurs. ENIC and Levy out.